Game 2 is anything like Game 1. We are in for a treat. Welcome to Cowgirl Stadium, where Wilson, Tovin, Govan, Hot, Koyazos, Watson, followed by Pine.
Can keep the batters off balance. She also changes speeds. So we'll be looking on conference game. It says a lot about the ability of the coaches to
and that one is back her over the glove, over the shoulder, and there will be a Bears. Baylor had some good. Opera is going to be called foul. Picked up by Schneidmiller. Everybody will come back. Cowgirls nearly outside the reach of Cowgirl defenders, and Baylor made the most of it. Slower than the first. Flip over to Wark in time for out number 1. The runner in. Batting .425, 7 home runs.
keeping me on my toes today.
And oh, it's just going to bounce over that line. And blood. The 2-2 folder, a swing and a miss. For just there is a junior, 1 for 4 on the series. Both teams had chances in extra innings, and that one hits her, so Hot will go to first. So Koyazos, the junior, batting .431, 3 for 5. She was hot yesterday. Now, but it's 0-0 here in Stillwater. This is Big 12. Naomi Wart Factor win the designated player. Scotland David.
Rise spin. She does have a drop, so you'll have to pay attention to that.
For the Cowgirls, batting an incredible .526. That's going to be most likely a cause. That one was just rifled right back. You know, feel like she's not been where she wants to be, but she's still batting .37.
Home games, so there's plenty of information out there.
Shot, but it drops and it stays out.
Okay, anytime you're going to
16, 7 home runs, 31 RBI. Struggled a little bit yesterday. Third to the second baseman, and they throw the ball away, so Cowgirls will get 2. We'll have to wait and see. They do call it an error. The Cowgirls do score 2, and how they score. Here's the full count. Pitch by Orm, baseman. That is Koyazos, who makes the throw over in time. Third today. That's pretty good range if you can find a player. That one misses, ball 4.
By 1 run.
A long game that they led at one point with runners in scoring position, and the 1-2. That Becker avoids it. Naomi avoids it. Series, a junior batting .667. That's pretty good. 2 for 3. Even when behind 0-2, able to hang in there. And the ball is still going. And what are we going to have? We're going to have a scouts. So we'll come 9 RBI, 0 for 2 yesterday, but did score a run. Been very effective for Oklahoma State this season. 1 and 2 off speed, gets her chasing out in front for another strikeout. Her second couple of strikeouts where she's really full to got that same delivery, and there's a quick swing for Pylon, the Whitaker freshman out of Houston, Texas. Their opening series on the road. Pressure in this is certainly on Oklahoma State. And Kilfoyle showing no pressure right there. Miller, the sophomore out of Burleson, Texas, batting .280, has a home run.
Have to work on, you know, kind of just tickle, not giving Oklahoma State anything good to hit.
That's right. .233, a couple of home runs. She's 1 for 4. Did have a couple of RBI.
But I need to get out of here. I need to get some food. I need to get some sleep, rehydrate.
Right back to Orm. She throws it out of the glove up to herself, makes the catch, makes the throw in time. Batting .533. Second in the cut. Unfortunately, had it landed face first. Laid there a really long time, and the bottom of 2 is they sit them down 1-2-3. It's 2-0 Oklahoma for Coach Moore, batting .297, 2 for 5 yesterday. Had a pretty good day. 4 strain went over to Bloodworth, makes the throw, and there's out number 1. Wilson will come back up 1 for 1. She started off at the top of the first with a single. Games ago, she had 35 games where she is. That one's hit to Talon Edwards, and she is out.
You know, at the top of the order, one of the things that Baylor's going to have to do, they're going to be looking for those base runners to advance.
Off the glove of Kilfoyle, and what a play by Becker. Comes charging on for the third. The Cowgirls holding on to a 2-0 lead. Here she's 1 for 1 with that double. Scored a run, batting .378. You know,
Leah Benford being out for the year.
To the shortstop, able to make the play. Tovin over to go Van, and Omi reached on a fielder's choice. Did get the 2 RBI out of some exhibition baseball. Up the middle, Hot does a great job of backhanding it, throwing it over to the inning.
You know, Coach Moore speaks about
Michaela Wark 0 for 1 in the ground out today. We'll try to get the Cow a little braver than others. We got a camera guy who's not even, he's just a little line out there. Backhand by Tovin right there, and this will be an inter. Oh, that's exactly right. They don't need many chances, and you allow them those. There was only 2 given up by Baylor. 2 runs. Right pylon for the out. Nice job right there. So the counter. It's 2-0 here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Back struck out her first time. Back up to lead things off in the top of the 4th, but course of this season. Ground ball to Bloodworth, slides to her left, makes the throw in time to Wark.
you are going to have those wins that you could.
Is hit to the shortstop. Good pressure with the speed of Hot. Finishing that thought, said we would when we got here. This has been a very fast half inning though, but
Athletic can make those transitions much more easily.
And another strikeout. So the 2 teams
be mentally tough, but really you've got to understand
distance so far here in this one, and it's really settled. Collazos throw over to first to go Van, and another ground out.
Yeah, and that goes back to pitch selection for Wynn, because she.
And another illegal pitch here. And that one is hit. Ooh, she snow-coned it. As we go into spring and summer, snow-cone season. More of a sour apple kind of
I could see that, yeah.
I knew you'd have no problem seeing the correlation there. There's the 3rd out, another strikeout. Girls still lead at 2-0 here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
People that are out back. 6 groundouts in the depth of the pitchers for Baylor, and they just don't have a lot of depth. So it makes it tough.
On the second baseman, grounded out her first time up. Right, she can you pause. She's going to Factor, who didn't even hardly have to move. And there's a line out. Another catcher on the roster for Coach Moore. Batting 1. We're here.
That was an understatement.
That's big. No, Becker can't hang on to that one. So the Cowgirls commit there. There's a ball to Taylor Strain, the left fielder, batting 2 to make some noise with 2 outs. That chance here. This time makes the play. Wark catches it, and we're done in the top of 5. Count 12 now on ESPN+. Some terrific softball. Very good defensive and pitcher.
The bottom of the 5th was 60, just below 70.
Yeah. Terrific job by her, and her little sharply hit ball by Bloodworth, but that's going to be another ground out for Oklahoma. Is it going to stand? Nope, they are going to call it a legal pitch. So to go Fresno State transfer. And there's ball 4.
And one of
3 home runs on the year. You know, we've talked.
So reaching over with that foot gives you much to get to second base.
And that second base allows her to come around.
When Edwards gets extension and barrel on that bat, you can see that gap in right center field. Becker
come all the way around and score it. Want to go to the gap, and everybody's going to be safe there as Kylie
recognizing that ball was going to be in the hole.
Sudden, now then you've got runners in the scoring, and it's a difference between having a Cowboy/Cowgirl / Bear duel going on. He said Wark will knock in Talon Edwards with an RBI.
Those Kenny Gajewski holding up catchers. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
And they do try the squeeze. They get the
huge lead, and I think if the catcher will
steal, Craig is thrown out at second, but
catcher, you've got to be smart enough to make that adjustment if you see something that's off.
2, and they are 1-0 in Big 12 play. And there's a 3rd strike call. Factor strikes out, and the Cowgirls have a 5-0 lead here at Cowgirl Stadium. Back after we trickle to Wilson, but the throw is off the mark into the dugout, so that will send Wilson for Tovin. Thought for a moment we had a pitch pinch hitter, and that's how we stayed until the 11th. And that one back to Kilfoyle. Turns, throws, and they're found out. Still batting .413. Govan leads the Bears in batting average.
Swing. I don't know if
Opportunity, but I'm also got a full count on me. That's a tough.
hitters prepare for. But yeah, in a game it's tough.
And a foul tip into the glove, and there's the strikeout. Interesting part about that is, you know, this is the third time through with that situation. And Factor gets back there in time, backpedals, gets her. Take a 5-0 lead into the bottom of 6 as we continue. Win for Oklahoma State.
For the 7th.
And that hits to short. That's Tovin, and Hot is at first. It is able to make.
Yeah, taking that changeup at less than 2 strikes, that's exactly what you want to do because.
And out to the alley, but sliding over is Wilson for the play. Mentioned Wilson's bill from 96, in April of 96 to March of, though again, only the second time they've had this kind of start. And that one hits the Cowgirls, and that was a Bloodworth going to be thrown out at first, and the Cowgirls will go down. Pretty 5-0 lead. One more chance for Baylor as we continue with Big 12 now. On each has been allowing Baylor to have base runners. To Bloodworth. This time takes a little off the throw, and Mark makes the play. Pinch hit opportunity. 0 for 1 in the series, batting .227 on the year. Baylor batting .048 out. And there's out number 2. Baylor really has just struggled finding in. And the Cowgirls will try to end it right here. Factor with the flip does that very thing. And he's against Baylor.
Yeah, all it took was 2 innings for Oklahoma State, scoring 2 in the 1st and 3 in the 5th.
Have got it done. Brownie McCutcheon. I'm Casey Kendrick. Again, the final 5-0. We appreciate you.